Don't worry about it. I play first come, first serve. It don't even matter with me. You know, it don't even matter with me. First come, first serve. Hold on, y'all, real quick. It will be. Hold on, y'all. I'll be back. Hold on. Hello. Oh, you come. Oh my. It's cool. No, it's cool. No, it's all good. It's all good.
In this first quarter. And we are underway in Buffalo. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
My bad. I'm not bad. Everybody still on my line?
He's tackled down inside the 20.
I'm about to just swap, but hold on. Oh, here we go. Yeah, never mind. Just call me by mistake on Instagram. Got nigga hoops all up.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Oh, boy. Luka.
And he went backwards. Early down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play action. Now Jackson steps away. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And that is something that we just saw there that you obviously have to be prepared for when you try to defend Lamar Jackson. That likely will not be the last time that we see him take off.
I love your language there, partner. You have to be prepared for it. You work at it. But I don't care how much you prepare, it is hard as heck to execute against Lamar Jackson. Great vision, great speed, tenacity, runs through tackles, makes people miss. It's always a long game when you're trying to corral Lamar Jackson.
That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They're going to run it with Murray.
Oh, my God.
Latavius Murray. The 20. 10, 5, and he's finally out of bounds, but he's taking it all the way down to the 8.
He still was busting that shit, too.
Conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup.
Wait, he just had a convoy of niggas.
Shift forward. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also.
Dang, I was all sides anyway.
For the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, CB, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? Orchestrate the drive and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field you got to watch on every play. Finishes it off with a touchdown run.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And say that you don't like that call.
I ain't even pay that nigga no mind. Like, I wasn't even, that was good because I ain't even pay Shorty no mind.
The game between college and the NFL.
Yeah, a nigga won the game on me, believe it or not. One time this nigga came out, Because you know he had Tucker, so I'm like, he probably gonna try to kick like a 61-yarder. So I'm so focused on Tucker. This nigga take off running with Lamar and score with the game on the line with no time on the clock.
15 makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0.
You are watching a master at work. Yeah.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. They had not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Got quiet down here.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Damn on. Whoa!
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley.
Catch you later here.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Singletary here running out of the gun. And down inside the 15 it goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over,
IQ on a different level.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Singletary going to get the and they're going to lose some on this play.
I was too close.
Being knocked back to the 18.
Oh boy, man. Time flies when you having fun, boy.
To the air, Allen steps away to his left.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
I know you lying.
Picked off by Tavon Young.
I know niggas lying. Don't worry about it.
Past the 20. And he will bring this back.
He was open as shit.
6 and a Raven touchdown.
He was running right. I should have touched pass. That's the time for a touch. He was running right.
Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 60 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now the try here for the pulling after. And that'll make it 13-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson rolling to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one. Unable.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Allen's throw here pulled in by Beasley. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. On play action, Allen. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. For 30 more yards and another 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off. and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. Flushed out right. Looking for the end zone. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 93 yards. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Allen now on first down. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Still 15 yards to go. Second down. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Latavius Murray. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. 4th down. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On 1st down, Allen eluding the pressure right. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Trying to improvise. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained. That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, You've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. 2nd and 5 now. Allen rolling to his right. And he finds Beasley complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, 32 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the 24, Jackson being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And both things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They run with Murray. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. Again, it's Murray. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 59 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. Jackson now. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Ravens get a bit closer. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return is Duvernay. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go play action now. Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Buying time to his left. Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That goes out wide to Murray. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. First down and more for Jackson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Now Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A handoff, it's Murray. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Tucker's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going deep for Diggs. It got his man complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing now is Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that off.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll buy some time right. He's going deep for Brown. And now another turnover as this one's... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 1st down and more for Allen. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Oh, Allen and cannot get away, and down he goes. Justin Madubuike able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Allen escaping the pressure right. And this one caught by Beasley. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On play action, Allen. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Tyus Bowser in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Justin Houston, his 2nd sack of the night. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The kick by Bass is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Singletary, a first down and more. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Here's Bass now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Again, Jackson. Flushed out right. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After the interception, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Again, that's Watkins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. 20, 10, and this is going to be recovered in the end zone. And he's got a Super Bowl touchdown. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game.